Welcome back, I'm Bricker to Let's Play Shantae, Risky's Revenge. I don't think the dungeons in this game have names. Like, in my mind's eye, I think of this dungeon as the Dribble Fountain, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it is a dungeon that is supposed to be reminiscent of the Dribble Fountain, without actually being the Dribble Fountain. And you should probably finalize the price of your meal before you scarf it down. That's just me, though. But then again, when I order pizza, like, the guys don't ask me for magic artifacts. But that's definitely my favorite scene in the game, dine-and-ditch. The first time I saw that, I laughed for, like, all night. I had to set the game down and stop playing it because I was laughing so hard. I keep saying it, but this, like, whole mythos, the whole Shantae, like, set of characters and the setting and everything just has this real Saturday morning cartoon quality to it that is just so much fun that I really enjoy it. So I'm going to try to get through this dungeon pretty quickly. There are things in the dungeons you have to backtrack for, using abilities that you cannot possibly have your first time through. The original Shantae had that too, and each dungeon had like 72 warp squids you had to collect. That's too bad, but you know. This game is a little lighter on the backtracking. Like, I don't think my route is the fastest possible route through the game. In fact, I know for a fact that it's not, since there are people out there who have, well, at least one person out there who's cleared the game with all the pickups and everything in a much shorter time, so. But I am confident that it is a relatively fast route. Come on, thank you. But it does involve just kind of burning through the dungeons pretty quickly and then coming back later if I want the extra stuff. And I tried to turn on my P-ball there, but it did not want to activate for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, crap! No, that's bad! Why did... Urgh! I wanted to jump across that little gap, not fall down the little hole. Damn it, Brick Road, that's 4 minutes that's going to be added onto my time. Well, probably not like quite 4 minutes, but like 1 minute. We'll call that a 1 minute demerit right there is what happened. So what you have to do is you have to jump that little gap and go over to the right, and you can go through the wall and you get gems. And I want gems. I don't want to go through that door. Come on, Shantae, what are you doing? That is one drawback to the touchscreen controls, is you cannot tell by feel which button your finger is on. Like, my thumb could be like way the crap up in the corner up here and I would never know. You can only tell because you'll be walking the wrong direction or whatever. That's what I wanted to do, yes. And then very slowly crawl through this little space and collect all these gems. Like I mentioned in the last video, gems are at something of a premium in my route because I normally just starting out the game, if you got 300 gems, you can collect like almost all the important items right up front. You don't, like, you can come into this dungeon with a powered up Pike ball, but unfortunately I've only got the regular Pike ball. That's too bad. But I do have a key, so I can open this door. Thank you. The Pike ball is still the most amazing item that Shantae gets. That was true in the original game as well. It is still true here. Like, she's got other spells she can use, but the Pike ball is still the best. And that's one change they made to the game that I really, really liked, was, like, in the original game, you bought Pike balls, but you only had a few. You had, like, an inventory of them. In this game, once you buy it once, you have it forever, but it's tied to a magic meter. And that was a really clever solution to a problem that I was having in the original game as well. You buy your items, but you don't really want to use them because you'll run out of them, and that's not good or fun or anything. I need to go this way. I think I'm going the right way. I hope I'm going the right way. Like I said, I've got the game memorized, but that might not have been the complete and utter truth. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Oh my god, that means he's going to run back and forth for 10 videos looking for Watertown! No, it doesn't. Watertown's not in this game. I also love little death skulls floating up out of the bottomless pit there. That's a really ingenious way to tell me, hey, this is a bottomless pit. Nimrod, there's nothing down there. Don't jump down this hole. And you're both dead. Yeah, if you start out with all the gems, like from the first couple areas, or not from the first couple areas, from having Mighty Flip Champs, it's actually a lot better because, I mean, there's 2 more down here, 2 more blocks to break there. There we go. Because you can actually start the game out with your double Pike ball, plus a map and some other items and stuff. In fact, in my normal route, I don't even buy the map, just because I know how the world's laid out already, I know where everything is. I will buy the map on this run, just to show you guys what it is and how it works. Turn the Pike ball back on. Come on, there we go. I do not like having to take my hand off the little circle pad to turn on my Pike ball, but just have to live with it. Some of the rooms were made easier in the iThing version too, like some of the harder jumps were removed, especially jumps where you had to cling on to like a rope in the background. Those were made a lot easier in this version. And that's probably a good thing. And this key door should lead me to a magic spell. Oh, not yet. Oh, you know, I gotta get up here on this little... There we go. Yeah. Get on the little platform and duck. Those guys are really obnoxious because their shields block your Pike ball. Like if your Pike ball is swinging down at them from overhead, it blocks it. I think those little plant things take 4 hits on the DSi version. So yeah, some of the monsters and things were made a little less difficult. Not so much to make the game easier, gems, just to kind of facilitate your control scheme a little better. Because, I mean, you'll imagine somebody coming over to a game like Shantae who's used to playing games like a DS where you have a tactile D-pad, and you can imagine that person kind of having trouble keeping their fingers on the buttons, on like the little virtual buttons down there. So they didn't really make the game easier. They just made it so that mistakes, like if your finger slips on the virtual button, are not quite as damaging. Like it's a lot harder to just slip and fall into a hole because you mistimed your jump by a half second or so. That's a good thing, by the way. They also removed the dance button. Don't have a dance button. You just hold down your action button until you turn into a monkey or whatever you're trying to turn into. Monkey form is still adorable, but unfortunately in this version, in Risky's Revenge, it does not get a claw, so there's no way to attack in monkey form. Which is too bad, because I would just stay in monkey form like all the time. And now we gotta go, not Pike ball, monkey form, there we go. Dance, baby! Another subtle change is that in this version of the game, on the iOS version, the monkey will not slide down the walls. He just will stick to a wall, even if you're not holding a button or any direction. Which makes it a lot easier to position yourself where you want to be on the vertical axis of the wall. And there is a spot up here, I think, that I want to go. Yeah, up there. Just collecting some gems, people. Do not mind me. I gotta jump from here, don't I? Gems! Hilarious. And there's some gems on the other side, which I can get. Over here somewhere. Yep. Oh, down here, past the guy who just hit me in the brain, because I'm amazing at this game. But just out of, in my defense, I will say that I'm a lot better at this game than it looks like I am. Just keep in mind that I'm playing on kind of a new platform, and I've got this incredibly crazy recording rig stuck to my head. In fact, you know what? Just keep that in mind for all my Let's Plays. I'm always 10 times more amazing than it looks like I am. Alright, now that I've got the monkey form and I got that magic jam, actually, no, there's another magic jam up here that I can get. I'm going to do that every time I go to transform into monkey form. I'm going to fire up that Pike ball first. I don't have any idea why I'm going to do that, but it's going to happen. Because my thumb wants to go that direction to turn into a monkey, and I have no idea why. Possibly because I'm a lunatic. Just putting that out there. Turn into a monkey. Head up the shaft here. This way, young monkey. Oh, there we go. And this ought to be, come on, if my memory serves me right, a magic jam. Now the shop sells you stuff for gems. Gems are amazing, and the guy collects them and gives you great things. But I think I need to go this way now. Oh, nope, much easier to go the other way. But some of the more advanced things, you also need magic jam. I don't know why that, like, toast accessories are a form of currency in Shantae's world, but they are, and for some strange reason, it makes a kind of weird sort of sense if you think about it for too long. God damn it, I'm little circle pad. I think I'm pushing to the right, but I'm not. I'm like up here instead, and that's the go through doors button. Yeah, I'm jumping over the save guy, because I don't need him yet. There's a shortcut up here I can take. There's one save guy in the game that I always use, or I always try to use. It is not until the second dungeon, because the second dungeon is hard. Like, there is a legitimate fear of death in the second dungeon of this game. Do I need to go up here? No, I need to go this way. I think up... Yeah, now that I got monkey form, I've got to go... No, I got to go down here. I know where I'm going, gang. Bear with me, God. Yeah, this way, because if I go up there, it's a locked door. And as adorable as the monkey is, cannot pick locks. Which is awful, I know. Just turn on the pipe ball and blow through this. Oh, there's nothing up in there in the corner to get rid of. There's just a lot of these. I am glad they reduced the number of hits on some of the monsters in the game. Especially some monsters later on. Because if you recall, that was one of my complaints about the original game, was some of the monsters took forever to kill. And then in Risky's Revenge, it's like a really tough monster might take like 4 hair whips, which is fine. But even 4 hair whips is too much for some of the monsters. Like those little gremlin guys, those big fat dudes that I keep killing that fly up into the air after a couple hits. They shouldn't take 4 hits. They do, but they shouldn't. Is there anything in these little pots? I'll take a heart and 5 gems. That's fine with me. I think there's more gems, actually, up here in the ceiling. All the way up top here. Yes, there are. Ha 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 ha! I love it. This dungeon took me almost exactly 15 minutes to clear, once you factor in the boss and the end credits and things. Give it up, Squid Baron. Who's my favorite character in the game, by the way, like by far. The Squid Baron is so amazing. It's got 3 attacks. It's got that charge attack. And it's got this attack where he kind of like teleports. And you kind of don't want to be standing underneath him when he does that. That's really dumb. And secondly, he's got this thing where he creates a bunch of squids in midair. The Pike ball can kind of protect you from those. And his third attack is where he starts eating. He chows down, and just that gives him enough energy to crash the walls. Which you just need a monkey form. It's good. This boss does go a lot faster if you got the powered up Pike balls, which I don't. There is a magic jam over in one of the first areas of the game. So if you have a lot of money right at the beginning of the game, it's actually worthwhile to go get that magic jam early so you can buy a powered-up Pike ball. It saves time that way. But if you can't, it doesn't. And now he's dead. Yeah, if you can't start the game out with the 300 free gems from the Mighty Flip Champs thing, it's like it doesn't actually save you any time to get that magic jam because by the time you get back, you don't have enough money to buy the thing you want anyway. This is my favorite track in the game too, coming up right here. This like you won the level track, but right here, I love this little melody. We don't get to hear it because as soon as the melody starts, you push the button and you skip out of the dungeon. And then a Risky Boots drops out of the sky to taunt you. Ha 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 ha! Marvelous! And she just taunts you and you're like, eh, whatever. And then she goes away. And you're like, Brick Road, why don't you just whip her in the head right there? And I'm like, because it's the end of the video, people. I gotta go.